Welcome to the District Structures Maintenance Office Learning Lab. Before we start, here's a note from our fearless leader, District Structures Maintenance Engineer, Jim Jacobson.
Good morning. My name is Jim Jacobson and I want to welcome you to our District Structures Maintenance Office Learning Lab. You might have heard our names as the Bridge Office, District Bridge, or Structures Maintenance. We answer to all of those names. I joined the department in 1999, and in 2010 I have the honor of serving as the District Structures Maintenance Engineer. We have 14 people in our office covering 17 counties and 2 districts. The reason our office was formed was back in the 1960s, the nation and Florida did not have a standardized bridge inspection program. Well, this led to, in 1967, the Silver Bridge over the Ohio River collapse, killing 46 people. The next year, in 1968, closer to home, just up here in Pinellas County, the Anclote River Bridge, US 19 over the Anclote River Bridge collapsed, killing 1 person and injuring 5. So that really got the Florida and the nation geared up for a standardized bridge inspection program. So by the early 1970s, this office was formed out of D1, and ultimately when it split, it serves now both districts, D1 and D7. As you may have guessed, our core mission is inspect, maintain, and operate the state's bridges. We also inspect locally owned bridges and give the reports to the locals as through a federally funded program. Anything over 20 feet is a bridge, and we also do a lot of other ancillary structures, as you'll learn from our members here. So I really am proud to share our team here who will showcase what they do. It's a group of talented people dedicated to this core mission, and I want to thank you for participating today.
Again, let me welcome you to our learning lab and allow me the pleasure of introducing our DSMO staff. Hopefully this presentation will give you some insight into our team and how we aid the safety of the traveling public. Our office is located at 2916 Leslie Road as part of the Tampa Operations Center. Our office is responsible for all inspections, maintenance, and rehab of all state structures for Districts 1 and 7, extending north from Citrus County all the way south to Collier County. The Bridge Office has many responsibilities, which include, but are not limited to, bridge management, bridge repair and rehabilitation, load ratings, and emergency response. Next, let me introduce the DSMO admin staff, Linda Green and Patricia Armbrust.
Hello, my name is Patricia Armbrust. I am the Administrative Secretary for the District Structures Maintenance Office. My function here is to assist with the administrative duties, such as processing the monthly invoices and the motor logs and conducting safety inspections. I also am responsible for the MMS data input and the EDMS structures files. And once a year, I get to go on a scavenger hunt for the property inventory. And I'm also here to assist you. So if you're not sure what you need, I might be able to help you with that.
Hello, good morning. My name is Linda Green. I am the Administrative Assistant for the District Structures Maintenance Office, more commonly known as Bridge. My function here at Bridge is to support our call center manager, Mr. Jim Jacobson, and the supervisors. I have several duties and responsibilities. I am responsible for our operating budget, tracking, preparing spending plans to maximize funds, process purchase requests, and all purchases for the call center. I also prepare travel, surplus items, manage requisitions, hire packages, and I am a safety coordinator, just to name a few. We are your District Structures Maintenance Office.
Hi, I'm Dan Budens. I work at the District Structures Maintenance Office. I'm a Senior Bridge Engineer Level 2. My responsibility here is to preserve Florida's flagship bridge, the Bob Graham Sunshine Skyway Bridge. It was constructed in the 80s and opened to traffic on April 30th, 1987, at a cost of $244 million to construct. The bridge is nearing its 35-year anniversary. It's my job to ensure that the bridge can continue to provide service life for many years to come. In fact, our target is to get over 100 years of service life out of the bridge. To accomplish that goal, we need to proactively maintain the bridge. To do so, we carry out several in-depth routine bridge inspections with extremely detailed bridge inspection reports. We have a full-time asset maintenance contractor working for the department to keep on top of routine and unexpected maintenance needs. Additionally, we generate work orders and repair work items for our asset maintenance contractor to complete based on the inspection reports. For these repair items, based on the severity of the repair need, different priority levels, 1, 2, or 3, are established, and those come with different time frames for completion of the work. For example, a high priority work item would be classified a level 1 priority. It would come with a 60-day timer for the work to be completed. A lower level priority work order would be considered a level 3, and it has 360 days for the contractor to complete the work. In addition to the generation of work orders from the inspection reports, larger scale work needs are established. Our office will pursue these larger repairs in the form of advertised projects through our 5-year work program. One example of these large-scale projects would be the repainting of the sunshine yellow cable stays. They were last painted in 2008. Currently, there's an active construction job going on the Skyway Bridge right now to repaint those cables yellow with a new fluoropolymer coating system. I also manage a professional services structure and design contract to aid in the design of these larger scale projects and to work through complex bridge analysis and preservation needs. One of my additional duties is to expand on a structural health monitoring system that was initially deployed on the bridge during construction and has been evolving and advancing ever since. With this system, we monitor the bridge's movement, elevation, and response to extreme weather events. As part of the department's Vital Few initiative, we will be enhancing the monitoring system with new innovative devices and monitoring techniques. There is also an aesthetic underbridge lighting system that I program and manage. The department will also display different light shows in observation of special events or to show support for some universal good causes, such as National Safety Week or Red Ribbon Awareness Week. I also host the infamous Skyway Bridge Tours, the Skyway Bridge preservation meetings twice a year, where we gather with many different disciplines, including our asset maintenance contractor, a variety of structural engineers, academia, and other subject matter experts, even including those from our Central Office Structures Division. We have to inspect all elements of the bridge. We're down here under the median barrier wall, looking at the shocks and damper seals. It's dry down here. That's a good sign. We inspect everything on the bridge from tip to toe. Right now we're looking at the lightning protection system. And you can tell that the bridge has been hit by lightning several times, the way that this ribbon has sheared away from its anchor points. This is definitely going to be a work order for our asset maintenance contractor to replace. Action. Safety first, guys.
Next up, let me introduce our engineering section managers, Joey Goodall and Tara Rodriguez.
Thank you for tuning in to our bridge office. My name is Joey Gada. I am the District 7 Engineering Section Manager, right-hand man to Jim, and I am going to turn it over to the right-hand woman to Jim, who is my counterpart, to introduce herself.
I'm Tara Rodriguez. I'm the Engineering Section Manager for District 1.
And today we're going to give you a little background and a little story of what we end up doing in our positions. Granted, we have a great staff and our positions pretty much entail of overseeing what our staff does, but we have a little bit extra that we do in terms of one, asset maintenance, and two, pretty much our structure inventory. So what happens is I'm going to go over the structure inventory part, and Tara's going to follow up with the asset maintenance portion. And just to give you a background, you heard what Mandy and Catherine said about our work program, and we pretty much oversee that, make sure the right bridges are programmed for rehab, and also we coordinate with our district departments to make sure if these bridges need to be replaced as well, we definitely want to make sure that they're going to be replaced in an adequate time. We also do coordination with the local governments as well to replace their bridges, even though we don't have, sometimes they do their own replacements. We definitely have that in our local government deficient bridge program, that they can have our aid to replace their bridges as well. And on top of that, we do some engineering services. We do approving invoices in regards to that. We also are backups to Mandy and our project managers for District 7, Catherine for District 1, and in terms of if they're away, we do approve invoices from the GECs, and we do approve invoices for our asset maintenance contracts. So roughly, for District 7's portion, we're roughly about $20 million of the Florida State's money in regards to our bridge budget. So that is pretty much what we do, and we do go out in the field as well. We do go out with our senior CBIs. We like to get out in the field and do some project overviews, also get in the field, see what our CBIs are doing, if they need any kind of support with whatever they need. And it's just, we're all around jack of trades, I would say, which is fun. So I'm going to turn it over to Tara, and she's going to talk about asset maintenance.
So probably one of the biggest parts of what we do is we manage the structures asset maintenance contract. So structures as bridge, ancillary structures, we manage the day-to-day operations. That comes from routine inspections, any critical findings from the field, regular routine maintenance. You know, if you think about like a car with an oil change, we're constantly going out there doing crack repairs, spall repairs, fixing concrete, fixing seals, and that's just day-to-day asset maintenance operations. It includes emergency responses from hurricane events, big storms, big heavy rainfall events, just the day-to-day operations for inspection and maintenance services. So I manage the District 1 inventory, just making sure that our structures are being inspected on time, no delinquencies, that we're following up on any prompt corrective actions, any critical findings out in the field, making sure that maintenance is doing quality work orders, quality repairs, processing the monthly invoices. So overall, that's a bulk of what we do is the everyday inspection and maintenance services. So Joey will go more in detail as far as the work program oversight and the inventory as a whole.
Yeah, Tara, if I had to give you a question, like what is the most challenging effort that you see in dealing with our asset maintenance contract and the contract in general?
Emergency response, without a doubt. And that comes from bridge hits from overheight vehicles, from boats hitting some of our columns piles, from big hurricane events. Emergency response is the most critical. We want to make sure that we inspect the structures, make sure everything's safe as soon as possible, make sure our asset maintenance contractor is responding as soon as possible, that the TMC is aware of the issue, that we're notifying the operations centers, that we're closing lanes, but only when absolutely necessary. Can we get in and get out as fast as possible? Is there a need to close lanes? Is there a need to notify FHP? Do we need to notify public information? There's a lot of critical moving elements. There's a lot of partners in play between our asset maintenance contractor. We have inspection firms, inspection teams on board. We have in-house inspection. So that's probably the most critical, the most challenging, but also the most rewarding. Knock on wood, we haven't had any major hurricane events, but we're always prepared. We're always doing pre-event meetings as well. So it's definitely the most challenging.
That's a great answer. And on top of that, we do also have our, I think we're the only district around the state that actually has a contract in regards to dealing with these hurricanes and emergencies for District 1 and District 7, where we have already our firm ready to go if anything happens. We already have the resources that can really support us in need if definitely that huge storm comes into play.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. Like we say, we got asset maintenance, we got work program, and that's what we do. And we're grateful for the staff that we have, just because they give us a sense of fresh breath air when it comes to really our jobs, and knowing that we don't have to worry about a lot going on, that they can take care of it. And even when they go on vacation, they give us what we need to know in case they need any kind of support. So we're very grateful for our staff. They're very self-sufficient, and there's no doubt that we have a very family cultured environment when it comes to the DSMO office. And that just comes up from the top down, from Jim investing not just in Tara and I, but into the culture, how we want to have with the relationship and the connection, and just a really good partnership with our employees and our asset maintenance contractors as well. And if you don't have anything else, this has been a joy.
I have a question for you.
All right, let's go.
What is the most challenging aspect for managing all your structures as a whole? How many structures are there in District 7?
So we have over 730 bridges, and we have possibly over 1,500 signs. But no, that's total. We have 1,500 signs total between both of ours. So we have about 700 to 800 signs. Man, if I had to say that, I think because you and I, we both have we're the top two districts in the state that have over 95 to 97% of our bridges in good or better condition. And to have that kind of inventory, it's tough to program those projects, just because we don't know if we're in preservation mode, or we don't know if we have to program a bigger projects. Like our movable bridges, there are bigger projects that we program, but then our other bridges are in such good condition that that doesn't need to be programmed. So we do what's something called a preservation mode, especially in District 7, where it is a challenge to make sure the right bridges are picked for repair, rehab, or rehabilitation. And granted, like Tara and I, we definitely rely on the districts, especially for those bridges that we aren't able to replace because they're in such good condition, that some economy replacements come in. And just to have that support and just to have that backup from the other districts, it's been a great advantage for us to get those bridges replaced, and especially to have the public having a good sense in regards to that. We definitely want to make sure that we get that collaboration, that co-collaboration, I would say, in regards to making sure that the public is satisfied, the public is happy, and we just have that one FDOT mentality when it comes to programming the right bridges, getting them repaired or replaced, granted, however we can. So, yeah, great question. I like that.
That's it.
That's a wrap, and we definitely enjoyed. Thank you. First off, thank you for taking the time to really watching our teams and having that explained. And I know a lot of us were like off site a little bit from the headquarters office, and we're here at Tampa Ops. But we're grateful that the relationships and the connections we've had with other departments. So we thank you for your time, and I hope this has been helpful.
Next up, let me introduce our DSMO Structure Project Managers, Mandy Goff and Catherine Sampson.
I'm Mandy Goff, Project Manager for the District 7 Bridges here at the DSMO office. My role is to manage and oversee the engineering service contract as well as the emergency response contract. These contracts are used for the development of the design plans, plan reviews, studies, monitor testing, and post-design services, as well as any emergency that may occur on our bridges. Let's go see what my counterpart in District 1 is up to.
Hi, I'm Catherine Sampson, the project manager for the District 1 side of the office. We have a separate 5-year, $5 million engineering service contract. And in addition to what Mandy was saying, we also manage an average of 3 to 5 bridge rehab projects every year with writing scopes, staff hour estimates, design, plan reviews. So we manage the 5-year bridge work plan and work with the locals for the local government deficient bridge program central office. While we try to get in the field as much as we can, a typical day is meetings, answering emails, hanging out in the office.
Up next, let me introduce our DSMO Structures Management Coordinators, Jay Alkatib and Michael Rima.
Hello and good morning. I'm Jay Al-Khatib. Most of you know who I am. I started working at the Bridge office, DSMO office, on March 11, 2005. And so I'm going on the 17 years with the department and happy to do so. My main duties in this office are 3 parts. The first one, I'm in charge of all ancillary structures in District 7 except ITS. Second, I'm the liaison between our office and construction office for all structures rehab projects. And third, I conduct all constructability review for all structure rehab projects and review all District 7 structure project from maintenance point of view. Back to ancillary structures, monthly I maintain a log of deficiency on all ancillary structures and coordinate plans for repair or replacement and generate monthly report. As a construction liaison, I attend project pre-con, progress meeting, visit project sites, help addressing construction issues, and with the coordination with project administrator and the AOR, perform monthly project report and that showing the progress of each project, and participate in final walkthrough. For plan reviews and constructability, I conduct constructability review for all structure rehabilitation project after 60% and after 100% submittal, reviewing plans and perform field visit, addressing any issue that might be a problem during construction. Other duties I perform and submit to Bridge Critical Deficiency Report, Posting and Inspection Report, and FHWA Contract Report, tracking local critical deficiency letter to ensure resolution. Annually, coordinate and update Skyway Critical Plan of Action. Process all public record requests in regards to structures. Basically what I do, plus there is adds and ends. And that's about it. I hope that you have an idea on what I do in our office. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, my name is Michael Rima. I'm the Structures Management Coordinator for District 1. My job constitutes being a construction liaison on all projects and push-button projects. That includes things like 60% in-house field review, 100% in-house field review, attending roundtable meetings, performing constructability reviews, and also attending pre-construction meetings, progress meetings, and supporting the construction PA and PO as needed, as well as performing a final walkthrough. I also monitor ancillary structures, which include traffic signal mast arms, high mast light poles, overhead signs, and camera poles, and perform monthly reports that include ancillary tracking, critical deficiency, a project summary liaison report, and I also do plan reviews, ERC comments, on a daily and weekly basis. Quarterly reports such as posting compliance and inspection compliance reports, FHWA asset maintenance local government inspection report, and semi-annual reports such as the Skyway report, I also do process the asset maintenance monthly invoice. I handle public records requests and plan of actions in the spring of each year. And, that's pretty much the rundown of my job responsibilities. I also, whenever needed, assist the, others in the office on projects. Anytime there's help needed, I'm always here to assist. And that's about it for now. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nam Nguyen. I'm Bridge Low Rating Specialist for District 7, but I also support District 1 as well. Here's the basic information. So what is low rating? Low rating is the measure of a bridge's ability to carry a given vehicle load. It is usually expressed as a low rating factor or in terms of tonnage for a vehicle. So when does a bridge need low rating? When a bridge is new and have not been rated, or when the existing bridge has been rehabbed or widening, or when the bridge has some damage that may affect the bridge's capacity to carry loads, or when some key component of the structure have been deteriorated. So I hope you all like the graphic on the left that I have been creating for this learning lab, because it's hard to explain what's low rating, and I hope you all are still with me so far. So now when the load rating calculation is reviewed and accepted for safe load capacity, all Florida legal trucks are good to pass over the bridge. And when the rating factor for the bridge are under the safe load capacity, the bridge is required to be posted. And my primary duties are review and accept the load rating document that's submitted by the designer, and ensure that the bridge load rating data is accurately reported to the database, and to make sure all the load rating information like calculation, bridge plan, data entries are in compliance with the central office. And for support duty in the office, when we have the hurricanes or heavy tropical storm, I will help to monitor the flood level for those bridges that may see a lot of rain in the area. I also help with the bridge inspection team to do the inspections. I also perform the ERC, electronic review documents, and for miscellaneous office support tasks, like set up the lining schedule for Skyway Bridge, process unpaid bills, and some other tasks that come my way. Well, I have been with the department over a year now, and I enjoy my work very much. And I thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Fernando Carino, and I'm a senior bridge inspector with the District Structures Maintenance Office. Today I'm going to give you a little insight into our bridge inspection program, a little history about how it came to be, and also how it relates to my job as a quality assurance inspector. Enjoy. This section of our learning lab will pertain to our bridge inspection, quality control, quality assurance program. First, let me introduce our team of certified bridge inspectors. Paul Elborn, David Nicholas, Ken Ehrlich, and myself, Fernando Carino, combined for over 70 plus years of bridge inspection experience. Our team performs quality assurance inspections on all state and local structures, including bridges, highway signs, mast arms, and high mast light poles. Quality assurance is the use of sampling and other measures to assure the adequacy of quality control procedures in order to verify or measure the quality level of the entire bridge inspection program. This is accomplished by the reinspection of a sample of bridges by our senior CBI team. We then compare our findings against the previous inspection report to verify the noted conditions of the structures are indeed correct. To ensure a comprehensive inspection and as a part of the requirements of record keeping and documentation, an inspector is responsible for recording the location, type, size, quantity, and severity of deterioration and deficiencies for each element of a given component. The quality of the inspection and reports rest primarily with the inspection team leaders and team members and their knowledge and professionalism in developing a quality product. A QC/QA program is a means by which periodic and independent inspections, reviews, and evaluations are performed in order to provide feedback concerning the quality and uniformity of the state's inspection program. The feedback is then used to enhance the inspection program through improved inspection processes and procedures, training, and quality of the inspection report. District 1 and 7 uses systematic quality control and quality assurance procedures to maintain a high degree of accuracy and consistency in their inspection program. Accuracy and consistency of the data is important since the bridge inspection process is the foundation of the entire bridge management operation and bridge management systems. Information obtained during the inspection is used for determining needed maintenance and repairs, for prioritizing rehabilitations and replacements, for allocating resources, and for evaluating and improving design for new bridges. The accuracy and consistency of the inspection documentation is vital because it not only impacts programming and funding appropriation, it also affects public safety. Advances in technology and construction have greatly enhanced current bridge design. However, emergence of previously unknown problem areas and escalating costs of replacing older bridges make it imperative that existing bridges be evaluated properly to be kept open and safe. The National Bridge Standards are federal regulations establishing requirements for inspection procedures, frequency of inspections, qualifications of personnel, inspection reports, and maintenance of bridge inventory. During the bridge construction booms of the 1950s and 1960s, little emphasis was placed on safety of inspection and maintenance of bridges. This changed when the Silver Bridge at Point Pleasant, West Virginia collapsed into the Ohio River on December 15, 1967. This tragic collapse aroused national interest in the safety, inspection, and maintenance of bridges. This prompted the U.S. Congress to establish a national bridge inspection standard and develop a program to train bridge inspectors. Much has been learned in the field of bridge inspection, and a national bridge inspection training program is now fully implemented. State and federal inspection efforts are more organized, better managed, and much broader in scope. The technology used to inspect and evaluate bridge members and bridge materials has significantly improved. Areas of emphasis in bridge inspection programs are changing and expanding as new problems become apparent, as newer bridge types become more common, and as these new bridges age enough to have areas of concern. Guidelines for inspection ratings have been refined to increase uniformity and consistency of inspections. Data from bridge inspections has become critical input into a variety of analysis and decisions by the Florida Department of Transportation. Throughout all the expansions and improvements in bridge inspection programs and capabilities, one factor remains constant: the overriding importance of the inspector's ability to effectively inspect bridge components and materials and to make sound evaluations with accurate ratings. The validity of analysis and decisions based on the inspection data is dependent on the quality and reliability of the data collected in the field. The bridge inspector's main role is to provide thorough inspections, identifying bridge components and defects, along with preparing condition reports, documenting deficiencies, and alerting supervisors or engineers of any findings which might impact the safety of the roadway user or the integrity of the structure. Documentation is essential for any type of inspection. Gather enough information to ensure a comprehensive and complete report. Report preparation is a duty which reflects the effort that the inspector puts into performing the inspection. Both documentation and preparation are to be comprehensive. The report is a record of both the bridge condition and the inspector's work. Another common duty is to identify work recommendations for bridge preservation and follow up to critical findings. Recommend work items that promote public safety and maximize useful bridge life. In addition to our QA/QC duties, our senior CBI staff is also responsible for maintenance checks of our state drawbridges. We make cursory inspections of our movable bridges every 6 months to make sure all components are maintained in working order. Our team is also responsible for evaluating a vast majority of the repair work being done to our state structures. We perform field inspection of work orders to access if the work was completed on time and if the repair procedure is holding up over time. We also aid our bridge rehab team by helping to perform constructability reviews and access plans to determine if work is warranted or if additional work should be added to the project.
All right, good afternoon. We are here at Johns Pass Drawbridge. My name is Joey Gada.
And I'm David Nicholas.
And we are about to do a movable bridge QA, and David is going to be the lead while I videotape him. and you're going to hear some good things about our inspection for these types of bridges.
So I'm here in the tender house, and some of the things that we check for, we have all of our maintenance logs, opening logs, and any issues with the bridge, our tenders will write down so we can make sure the bridge is working in order. We also make sure they have all the proper safety equipment. Over here you can see we have some fire extinguishers and first aid kits. Outside on the balcony we have a flotation device and rope that we can throw down in case any help is needed. And underneath here you can see we have flares in case of an emergency. And here's the control console where the bridge tenders operate everything from the traffic signals to the pedestrian gates, the traffic gates, and opening the bridge. Okay, so we're down here in the machinery room now, and these are the backup generators. You have 2 backup generators here. So if there's ever a power outage, there's an automatic transfer switch that will switch over to emergency power, and the bridge can be operated off of the generators. So another thing we do when we're here is we check the racks and the pinions for and the gears to make sure they're adequately covered with grease. There's not a buildup of dirt, debris, or even bird excrement in there. And this big mass machinery here are your motors, your brakes, and your blowers. This is how the bridge opens. So right now we are inside the main girder. You can look all the way through the openings down towards that light. That's where the span lock is. That's what locks the 2 bascule spans together.
And that's a wrap.
Thanks for joining us at John's Pass for a movable QA.
Hello, I'm Paul Elborn, Senior Bridge Inspector for Districts 1 and 7. Today I'm doing a quality assurance review on a bridge that is built with pre-stressed concrete slab units. In this case, these are actually Sonovoid slab units. During this inspection, we're actually looking for any cracking, any spalls, any types of misalignments that can be found along the slab units, and even discoloration that may give us a clue into corrosion issues. As you can see, the slab units sit on top of the intermediate bent caps and abutment caps. In this case, the abutment also has exposed piling. You can also see an example of scale damage to the piling, an issue that's caused by tannic water. Hello, I'm Paul Elborn, Senior Bridge Inspector for Districts 1 and 7. Today I'm doing a quality assurance review on a structure that was inspected 90 days ago. In this case, this is a cast-in-place structure where the structure was designed in 2 pieces to meet in the middle. During the QAR, it was found that the 2 halves of the structure were rubbing together. There's a lack of space for the movements under live loads and for the expansion and contraction that happens with temperature changes. And we had to get together with our asset management contractor in order to come up with a plan to repair this above. The deck area where the 2 bridges transition together, there's spalling and potholes being created from the lack of expansion and contraction. Our asset management contractor was able to come up with an effective solution for repairing the deck top. There's now epoxy patching in place that will allow safety for the traveling public.
Hi, my name is Ken Ulrich. I'm a certified bridge inspector. I work for T.Y. Lin International, GEC at FDOT, Districts 1 and 7. We're out today doing an inspection, what we call a go-behind inspection. We bring out the inspection report that was delivered, and we go behind and check to make sure they're doing what they should be doing. And we do all types of structures, from the Skyway, interstate bridges, even signs, high mast light poles, traffic signal mast arms, and small bridges like this, culverts, corrugated steel. So we're going to be out doing this inspection today.
This concludes our DSMO Learning Lab. Hopefully we were able to give you a little insight into the many responsibilities that our small bridge office handles on a daily basis. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.